up, Purple Banditos? Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Light Platinum. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we continued with the legendary hunting and caught a ton of Pokemon. Today, we're going to be going after even more, so let's go ahead and talk to Cynthia. Hey, Rodri! Finally, I've run into you in a more relaxed environment. It's time to battle! So we're going to go ahead and take her on really quickly. So there we have it, guys. Now, once again, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that in order to catch all the Pokemon we're going after today, you do need to defeat Cynthia here in Noormeek City. Now, if you guys remember, last time we actually defeated our good old friend Steven Stone, and with that, we actually were able to unlock a lot of Pokemon. Now, there's actually one Pokemon left that we can still catch from Steven's little party of Pokemon, so that's what we're going to do. Now, let's go ahead and talk to Ash. Hi, Rodri! I knew that you win the Zeri and Lauren Leagues. I have a reward for you. With that, we have obtained the World Pass, and it will be giving us access to the World Championship. Now, this is something that we don't even really need to do in order to continue the adventure, but it's something that I wanted to do because I want to catch these Pokemon before we go any further into it. So let's go ahead and actually make our way to Central City then. We're going to have to catch the train in order to make our way near the World Championship. Not exactly there completely, but we're going to be catching a couple legendaries there. As I said, there's still one we can catch from Steven, and there's a bunch from Cynthia that we're going to catch, so make sure that you guys defeat her before going after all of the ones we're going to take on today. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and take the train to the World Championship then, and it is time! I'm excited to go on this train. It is going at the speed of very, very slow. I don't know about you, but this Turtwig type of train is going freaking really slow. I don't know. I feel like a Turtwig could beat it in a race. But with that, guys, we have arrived where we want to. Not exactly the World Championship, but very close to it. It'll be called the World Championship. Now, we're actually going to make our way here to the left into the Regi Temple. Now, we've already caught Regi Ice, Regi Steel, so you guys know that we've caught all of them. Regi Rock, we have the trio pretty much all ready to go. You do not need to have them in order to catch this legendary. And with that, guys, we have Regigigas up ahead, so let's go ahead and challenge it. This will be the first legendary of today. In order to catch Regigigas, you only need to have defeated Cynthia, so this isn't the one that's left over from the Steven Stone catching, but the Steven Stone one will be very close to here, so that's kind of why I wanted to do it. Once again, I'm using Master Balls. I used the Game Shark code because there are way too many legendary Pokemon in this game. If you guys are going after them, you know, with Ultra Balls, best of luck to you. It's probably going to be pretty difficult if you want to catch them all. But with that, guys, we went ahead and caught Regigigas. So let's go ahead and find the last of Steven Stone's Pokemon then. There's one left here in the World Championship. So these are the only two that are located in the World Championship, which I think is really cool. These are some that you could probably catch, you know, once you're getting closer to the World Championship. But, you know, for the story's sake, I kind of have it planned in a certain way. The order that we're going to catch the Pokemon, you know, all the legendaries that are spread around. So I'm just kind of going with that. With that, though, we have arrived here on another little island very close to the World Championship. And as you can see, I just gave you guys a peek of who the Pokemon was. And it's actually Jirachi. So let's go ahead and challenge it. And this will be the last of Steven's Pokemon if I'm correct there. So with that, let's go ahead and catch Jirachi then, and then after this, we can continue catching all the ones with Cynthia. Hope you guys are having a good week. It is the start to a fresh week. I actually had my birthday over the weekend, so I had the chance to, you know, take a little trip and just relax and enjoy life a little bit. Got to drive around, see the countryside, and, you know, I like doing stuff like that. I think once in a while, you have to go out of your way to make yourself happy and do something for yourself, and that's kind of what I did. I'm really big on traveling, so I really enjoy taking a trip for my birthday. You know, I think we definitely need to treat ourselves once in a while. If you guys have ever watched Parks and Recreation, there's like a motto they have. It's like, treat yourself. And I guess I kind of agree with that. I think once in a while, you really have to do that. Now, we're actually going to make our way here to the newest city. Well, no, not the newest city. To a newish city that we haven't been to in a little while. We actually have been here. So with that, we are going to go ahead and actually catch the trio of the Lake Trio, if you guys remember these from Sinnoh. So these are the ones we're going to be going after today. So let's just go ahead and challenge the first one of them right here is Azelf, chilling in the woods, chilling somewhere. Now, I was told that they're actually spread across random areas. So these are, once again, those that can be in different areas. But the areas we're going to be going to are the ones where you should be able to find these Pokemon. if you guys are just going along with me. If they're not there, then I'm not really sure where the other areas are, but I'm pretty sure these mostly hang around in these areas that I'm going to show you guys, so they should be pretty easy to find. With that, though, we're going to go ahead and continue on and see if we can finish off the lake trio. As I was saying, it's good once in a while to treat yourself, just to go out there and, you know, do something for yourself and make yourself happy. I think that's a good way to live, and I think that's something we all need to do. Now, we are here in Dark Dust City, guys. We're going to make our way into the Dark Dusk Woods. Now, I don't really know exactly where this next Pokemon's gonna be, but I'm gonna try my best to find it. You guys know that I kind of just jump into these things, and that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I think no, to the left, we already found Celebi there, so Celebi's probably not gonna be near any other legendary Pokemon. So let's keep on looking through here then. I believe it's gonna be near here, but we're gonna go ahead and have a battle, so let's take this guy on. Okay, so let's keep on moving through here. I actually did not know that we didn't battle almost every single trainer here in Dark Dusk Woods. But let's keep on looking for the next of the legendary trio here of Sinnoh. I believe it's going to be right here, and there we have it, guys. So let's go ahead and talk to, I believe this one is Mesprit. So let's go ahead and actually catch Mesprit. You know, I only had a 50-50 chance there on the name. I kind of just took a guess. I'm just kidding. Sinnoh is actually one of my favorite regions. I think just for the fact that the first time I played through the game was with you guys, and it was one of my favorite Let's Plays because it was so much fun going into a region that you don't know nothing about. And it was kind of my first, you know, I'd say bigger Pokemon adventure, and it was an absolute blast. It always brings back good memories to me whenever I see little Pokemon from Sinnoh or a little bit of nostalgia. But we're going to go ahead and make our way to the next area, guys, so I'll be back in a couple seconds. Okay, guys, so we're back here in Seanport City, and this is where we're actually going to be going after the last of the Lake Trio. We actually have to make our way back to the Imatari Islands. If you guys remember, the Imatari Islands was where we found Kyogre and Groudon just spread around everywhere. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We need to go in search of the last of the Pokemon somewhere here on these islands. And I'm not even kidding about that part. It is actually somewhere random on these islands. Now, you might get lucky and find it a little bit faster than me, but I'm gonna try my best to look around. There's actually a bunch of islands here in the Imatari Isles, so you're probably gonna have to look at least a tiny bit in order to find where this Pokemon is. Now, I don't know exactly where it is. All I know is that it's located here. Have we been here before? What is this? Okay, there are 2 Pokeballs. I feel like we've been here to the Imatari Islands more than I thought. This adventure has just been so huge. These 2 regions have had so much packed into it that sometimes I just get a little bit lost myself. But with that, let's keep on surfing then, and let's see if we can figure out where the heck it is we are going. I actually should pick up some more repels too, so I might be doing that up next. Let's see, is this the island? I feel like we're getting very close though. It's gonna be somewhere here. I'm gonna find it, guys. I am very determined today. Let's keep on going though. Maybe it will be over here, maybe to the left. Come on! There it is, guys. So there's the last of the Lake Trio. So let's go ahead and challenge it, and that's very cool. We're glad we found it. Didn't take us too long. There's Uxie. So let's go ahead and catch it. It is level 50. Uxie's always been a little bit terrifying to me. You look at it and you're just like, that is a scary looking Pokemon. But with that, guys, we're gonna go ahead and catch Uxie, and we will be ready to continue on to our next Pokemon. So with that, guys, I will go ahead and meet you at the next location of the next legendary. Hopefully I can find it without too much trouble. Alright, guys, so we're actually back here in Dark Dusk City, and this is where we will be continuing on. You actually have to sleep in a bed here in Dark Dusk City, and this is the only bed in this whole town. Believe me, I've checked the buildings. We are back in the Distortion World, and we are actually going to be going after Darkrai. So let's go ahead and take on Darkrai. Pretty freaking cool that Darkrai's in this game. I think Darkrai is one of those legendaries that always stand out, that always looks so powerful. And it's not just because of that one guy who beat Ash with the Darkrai. If you guys remember that whole thing, the dude had like Darkrai and Latios. It was a complete mess, but at least Sceptile took it down. I don't know, Pikachu got caught even with the Latios. It was a mess, so I always thought Darkrai was an insanely strong Pokemon. So with that, guys, we went ahead and caught it. Now, there's actually one more of these sleeping Pokemon, so I'm going to go ahead and run around and find the next bed we need to sleep in, and be back in a couple seconds. Okay, so we made our way back here to Meridian City. I know, a lot of traveling across this region. That's why it's probably faster that you guys don't have to see the traveling, because it actually takes quite a bit of time to get through some of these places. If you guys remember, some of these need HMs and the HMTMs to get through, so it takes a little more time. Now, this is the only bed here in this city as well, and we're going to go ahead and sleep in it. We are back in the Distortion World one more time, and it is because Cresselia is here. So let's go ahead and take on Cresselia. Now, this will be the last of the Distortion World Pokemon. The only other one was Giratina, which we already caught right after we saw that whole thing with Team Steam and Arceus, if you guys remember. With that, let's go ahead and take our Master Ball and throw it at Cresselia then, because we will be good to continue on. With that, guys, we have gone ahead and caught Cresselia. So with that, things are wrapped up in the Distortion World. There's not going to be a whole lot left to do in this area. We are not going to give a nickname to Cresselia. And with that, guys, I need to figure out the next location. So I'll be back in clickety-clackety second when I find it. Okay, so we are back here in the Ziri Championship. I don't know why we're even here. We actually don't have anything to do here. This is just where I was told that the next legendary is going to be. So we actually have to do a tiny bit of backtracking to find this one. Now, I don't know about you, but I actually have been having a lot of fun going after these legendaries, just because I like seeing all the areas that we've been previously taking on. And I think that's really cool that a game puts you to backtracking. It brings back all the memories from the adventure. And it also makes me a tiny bit sad because it's almost coming to a close. Who would have thought? I believe after this one, we will have one more legendary hunt, and then we will be making our way to the World Championship. So this game has actually gone by a lot faster than I expected it to. Who would have thought we'd be flying through the Ziri and the Lauren region? But it's kind of cool. It's kind of exciting, you know, when an adventure ends, another one begins. So it's always good to do that. But we are actually here in the Ziri underwater, looking after a legendary, I guess you could call it. I don't know if I really counted this Pokemon as a legendary before, but it was a Pokemon from Sinnoh. Now, I think I'm headed in the right direction. Whenever I see these underwater paths, if I don't see a rock climbing wall or something of the sort, I start getting a little bit nervous, but you know what? We are so deep into this cave that we are probably, I'm going to go ahead and say, about 75% chance that we're headed in the right direction. I know that these diving caves can get a little bit confusing, but this is looking quite good to me. Now, there's a big set of stairs, so this must be it. There we have it, guys. So Manaphy is up ahead. This is a legendary, I guess you could call it. I don't know if it's actually a legendary or just a really rare Pokemon. I don't remember about that. But let's go ahead and actually catch Manaphy then. It's pretty cool to see a Manaphy here. I haven't seen one in an insanely long time. I think Manaphy is one of those legendaries that you just don't see very often outside of Sinnoh. I don't think it's in any other games, so it's kind of cool to see it here. But with that, guys, Manaphy was caught. Very simple catch, just a little bit of trouble to find it. But with that, guys, we are going to go ahead and make our way to another one of Sinnoh's legendaries. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so we're back here in Flammerny City, and it is here in Flammerny City that we're going to head inside of Mount Vulcan again, and it is here in Mount Vulcan that we will be finding our next legendary Pokemon. No, it's not Entei. We already caught Entei, guys. I know, it's kind of weird that it keeps bringing us to these areas, but we're going to have a battle, so let's take him on. Okay, there we have it. As I was saying, we already caught Entei here, so if you put 2 and 2 together, Entei is from Johto with a little bit of fire in it. So then we are going after a Sinnoh Pokemon that has fire. You guys already have seen who we've caught, so if you guys take a guess, I don't know if you got it right. Probably not. Who knows? It's Heatran. So that is who we're going to be going after here. It's another one of those weird, strange legendaries, somewhat legendaries. But let's go ahead and take on Heatran then. This actually looks like a really comfy area. Why are we catching this Pokemon? He looks like he's having a fantastic time. He seems to be just relaxing in that lava. But with that, let's go ahead and catch it then. Some days I just want to leave them here and just be like, enjoy your freedom, little Pokemon, and not catch them. But I guess it's something that I have to do. With that, guys, though, we have gone ahead and caught Heatran. It looks like a really nice location. And with that, we have added another legendary to our team. Now, I'm actually going to be heading to a bigger location. So I'll see you guys there in a couple of seconds. Alright, so we're here in Sooner Town. Now, if you guys remember, this is actually just a little bit south of Yellow City, just the beginning route, because this is the way you make your way to the Lauren Elite Four. You guys know how this goes. So we're pretty much back here because we need to make our way to Mount Orin, which is where we're going to be catching the last two legendary Pokemon of today, and of Sinnoh, I guess you could say, which is pretty freaking cool. So with that, let's keep on moving through here. Hopefully I've battled all these trainers so we won't have too much trouble. Mother fudger, let's take this guy on. Okay, let's keep on moving through here. I guess there are a couple trainers that I skipped on our way there. You know, for efficiency purposes, that's just one of the things that you have to do. Let's keep on moving through here. I know I definitely took that one down. If some of these start challenging me again, I would be like, come on, seriously? We've battled enough. You guys have already tried to beat me up plenty of times. Can't you just let me make my way to the mountain and catch the remaining legendaries in this place? Let's keep on going, though. I think we're getting very close to Mount Orin, and I'm actually excited for this because it's something that, what the fudge? Let's take this person on. As I was saying, I'm kind of excited to make our way back here to Mount Orin because it was actually one of those places that had a little bit of mystery to it, which we never figured out. It was one of those spots where we're like, why is this located here? It looks like some sort of important event could happen, but we never truly figured out what it was for until now. So there are actually little places here in these regions that look like they have altars or something of that sort, and it turns out that, hey, guess what? They are actually going to place legendary Pokemon here, which is pretty freaking cool because I actually did not know that at first. I thought that it was just kind of something there, something a little bit extra. I didn't know what to expect, and then it turns out that they added these really cool Pokemon to it, which I am all up for. I love having to backtrack and explore different little areas, so I think that's really cool. With that, there's a sharp beak here. I actually don't know what that does, but if you guys want to get that, you know where to find it. Let's keep going deeper and deeper here then. As you can see, that other exit led us out to Lauren Road, and that's not where we want to be. We want to be here in Mount Orin. Now, here is what I'm talking about, guys. We have an altar here to the left. Do you want to use the portal? We're going to go ahead and use it. And now there's actually two portals located here that lead to the Alpha Universe. Here is the first one, guys. So let's go ahead and challenge the first of the big Sinnoh Pokemon. This is one of the huge ones. This is Dialga. I guess you could guess what the other... I guess you could guess. That makes sense. I guess you could take a guess of what the other Pokemon is gonna be, I guess. So let's go ahead and catch Dialga then. And with that, guys, we have gone ahead and caught it. So who would have thought we would find Dialga here? Now, we have Dialga, guys. Who could the other one be but Palkia? And then other than that, I guess there could be one remaining, but that one is not going to be going for today. But let's go ahead and make our way out of this portal then, and now we're actually going to make our way to the right side of Mount Orin. So it's pretty cool to see that they actually did something with this. Let's go ahead and take the portal then, and this will be the last Pokemon we are catching today, guys. And the last time I think we accessed the Alpha Universe. I'm actually not sure about that one. We might be accessing the Alpha Universe one more time. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to see. I think this is the last Alpha Universe visit, though, or at least for now. So let's go ahead and throw our Master Ball to catch Palkia. And with that, guys, we have control of time and space. And space-time and time-space. We caught Palkia, and now we can time travel wherever we want and make space or whatever it is. With that, guys, though, Palkia has been caught. Now, there's actually one more thing I want to check out here in this area, because it looked like there was a portal or something, some sort of altar upwards here in the center, but I'm not sure what it's gonna be. So with that, there seems to be one more, but it's just assigned to Mount Orange. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's here in Carmen Town where we're going to continue next time and battle another trainer. So give me some tips. Make sure to give this video a like so we can continue legendary hunting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.